Hauntings rarely begin the night something happens. They begin later, when the house is quiet, when routines stop, when there is nothing left to explain. People expect hauntings to announce themselves with noise, movement, or fear. But most reported hauntings begin as something smaller. A feeling that a room is difficult to stay in. A sense that silence is heavier than it should be. A house that feels occupied. When people say a house is haunted, they are rarely describing ghosts. They are describing experience. They talk about unease that has no source, about certain rooms feeling avoided, about sounds that don't feel random. They describe the same patterns, even across different countries, decades, and cultures. This consistency is why hauntings are taken seriously by those who experience them, not as spectacle, but as something deeply personal. Some houses attract haunting narratives more than others, not because they look different, but because something inside them shattered the idea of safety. This house became one of those places. The crime itself has been widely documented. This film will not revisit it in detail. What matters here is what followed. Visitors, neighbors, and observers described a home that felt wrong to be in. The events involved Chris Watts, but the experiences people describe came after the crime, not during it. Hauntings linked to family homes differ from castles, prisons, or abandoned hospitals. These are intimate spaces, bedrooms, hallways, staircases. Amityville. When a haunting entered history, Amityville Horror House. Before this house, there was Amityville. Amityville became the most famous haunted house in modern history, not because it was the first, but because the haunting was tied directly to a family annihilation. People didn't just fear the house, they feared what it suggested, that violence leaves something behind. Amityville established a cultural blueprint. Parallels between Amityville and the Watts house. Both houses shared the same conditions. Ordinary design, family layout, no outward signs of danger. Both became places people struggled to occupy afterward. Both generated reports of unease, presence, and emotional disturbance. Whether those experiences are paranormal, psychological, or something between, they were real to the people who felt them, and that reality is the haunting. Was Chris Watts possessed? Many people ask this question because the crime feels incompatible with the person. When actions are so extreme that they break our understanding of normal human behavior, people search for external explanations. That search often leads to possession. This happened with Ronald DeFeo Jr., and it happens again with Chris Watts. In the Amityville Horror House case, DeFeo Jr. later claimed, "Voices told him to act. The house influenced him. Something external took control." Those claims became part of the haunting mythology not because they were proven, but because they made the crime psychologically survivable for the public. The same impulse appears in the Watts case. The video you're about to see is police body cam footage of a 911 call made after the evil crime that took place. A neighbor called the police to say they saw a woman enter the Watts house and the garage light was on and could have only been turned on from inside. What's more disturbing is the police felt a presence, a cold feeling. Some people have said they can see ghostly figures on the stairway and in the shadows.
Months after the murders, the neighbours rang the police to say the light in the garage had come on its own and they'd seen a woman going into the house, but the door was locked. These are the events that happened that night.
Frederick Police Department, anybody in the house? Frederick Police Department, anybody in the house, make yourself known. Frederick Police Department, anybody in the house?
Police see ghostly apparitions on the stairs on the left-hand side and dark figures.
Closet over there.
Okay. I got you long.
Okay. Slow and steady, guys.
Okay. Coming out.
Pushing up to you, Chris.
Nothing.
Cozy, I'm coming into your hallway.
Copy.
Still got that bathroom?
Yep.
I'm gonna pass by it. Opening a connecting door. Clear.
All right.
Connecting door. Closet, I'm coming behind it. Clear, I'm coming out.
Okay. Did you guys get this closet?
Nope.
Ready?
That's the basement, I think. This closet. Okay, let's clear the garage. Cooksy, hold where you're at. We'll come out to the garage. Frederick Police Department, anybody in the garage? Frederick Police Department, make yourself known.
Coming out, quick.
There's no way to get in, like, in the top or anything?
I don't see any access. No access points.
Is it sealed off from the top on that side? Yeah. Never mind.
Looks secure. Okay, come back in.
Coming out.
Now, garage lights are off. Cooksy, coming back towards you. Copy.
Blue coming out.
People think it was the ghost of Shannon.
Okay, I'll pull the door once you guys are ready.
You want to make that announcement?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
Frederick Police Department, anybody in the basement? Frederick Police Department, make yourself known!
Gotcha.
Frederick Police Department, anybody down here?
What's that? That might be an alarm, I'm thinking. I'm not sure. It's right there. Shut up.
Blue coming up.
Blue coming out.
Coming out.
You.
Okay, you check this closet?
Yeah.
Okay.
We checked out the kitchen cabinets and stuff.
I'm gonna check the top, see if there's a access there.
coming out to you, Kate.
Look for any like vents like those that are big enough that maybe they open and like that.
Let's go clear upstairs.
Oh, that's cool.
Frederick Police Department, anybody upstairs? Frederick Police Department, anybody upstairs? Make yourself known! You guys want to cover me? I'll grab the gate.
I'll hold down here.
Sir, coming out. Copy. Come to you and I soon after. Go. I'll break that. Okay. Keep going up. No. Okay. Come to be honest. Hey. You good? Fine? I'm good. Right, good. You going out? Which one do you want? You go on the street. Good? Okay. Hey, coming up. Yeah. Now here. As long as you're with me, we'll take you on the right. Land quickly, just hold on the left. Brunswick Police Department, anybody in there? Brunswick Police Department, make yourself known! Copy.
Copy. Copy. Copy.
Laundry room and the access panel up there?
There's no one to breathe down.
There's not, okay.
Maybe you can see where it's been held up by whoever went in there last shot and it's still in there. Okay. Go ahead and make this place like it was when we came in.
I had it, yeah, I had it switched there.
Perez, we're coming down.
Copy.
Want to go to the backyard, going?
I was in back there. Check on this.
What time? Just light off.
All right.
What's that?
All the lights.
Alright, guys.
Good?
All right.
Will we get the garage lights off? We get the garage lights off? Okay.
You can clearly see the cops are very freaked out. They couldn't explain what happened. There's no one in the property.
Okay. Got everybody?
Those two already went out.
Okay. Let's go.
The YouTuber Franco TV visited the property and filmed the outside using infrared and captured ghostly apparitions in one of the windows.
In another video, police capture a voice of a little girl on camera. Also, EVP electric voice phenomenon. This is not fiction. This actually happened.
These are the shoes that she took the scent off of.
So as they're searching, now things get really strange and a little girl's voice is heard giggling.
Well, there's plenty of first things in here. Yes. Yeah. Oh my gosh. What in the world was that? Wow. Go in there and step on.
Parallels between Amityville and this house. Both houses were ordinary. Both were family homes. Both were expected to return to normal after the crime. And in both cases, people reported that they did not. What is similar between the cases is not possession, it's what followed. In both, the house became symbolically charged. Silence felt oppressive. People reported unease rather than spectacle. The location absorbed the narrative. The haunting didn't come from the killer. It came from the inability to reconcile how normal everything looked. The Amityville ghost photograph, what was captured. One of the most enduring pieces of alleged paranormal evidence connected to the Amityville Horror House is a photograph said to show the apparition of a child. The image is commonly referred to as the Ghost Boy photograph. It was taken during a nighttime investigation conducted by Lorraine Warren and her husband Ed Warren in the mid-1970s after the DeFeo family murders and amid widespread claims that the house was haunted. Why, Lorraine Warren considered it significant. Lorraine Warren maintained throughout her life that the photograph was taken during a controlled investigation. The building was searched beforehand. No children were present. The image was not staged or altered. She believed the photograph showed the spirit of one of the murdered DeFeo children, or at least a residual manifestation tied to the trauma of the house. According to Lorraine Warren, the Amityville house was not haunted because of ghosts in the traditional sense. She believed it became haunted because something had been opened inside the home long before the murders took place. Lorraine repeatedly stated that the house itself was not evil but vulnerable. The house was a conduit, not the cause. Lorraine described the Amityville house as a conduit, a place where negative energy accumulated and intensified. The idea that the Watts house was built on native land or a burial ground appears after the crime, not before. This follows a very common pattern seen in other cases, including Amityville. A crime feels too extreme to be ordinary. People search for an external explanation. The land itself becomes suspect. A haunting narrative fills the gap. This does not mean people are being dishonest. It means humans struggle to accept that ordinary places can host extraordinary violence. But in folklore, it has been mentioned that buildings built on sacred lands can become cursed, but this is speculation, and no evidence exists so far, no proof it exists. In places marked by extreme violence, people don't just look for signs, they listen. And sometimes, the most unsettling thing is not what they hear, but the fact that the house seems to answer. Across hundreds of haunting accounts tied to domestic homes, people describe voices as if they originate within the house itself, not from a specific room or direction. The sound does not travel like normal noise. It feels present, rather than located. This is why voices unsettle people more than shadows or movement. A shadow can be dismissed. A voice feels intentional. This film does not suggest that the victims are reaching out, trapped, or unable to rest. To say that would place another burden on those who already suffered enough. What people hear, what they describe as voices, belongs to the living, to memory, to grief, and to the way trauma reshapes silence.